Hi Sagittarius, welcome to the Manifesting You YouTube channel. This is your general love and romance reading for June 2016. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so if you need more insight, you can always check out your moon and your rising sign. And if you need more clarification, you can visit my website for a personalized love reading. So without further ado, let's get started on your reading. Okay, this first card is going to represent your hopes, fears, and expectations regarding love in the month of June. The second card is going to represent your obstacle or challenge to be overcome. And the third card is going to represent the outcome or the realization. Okay, Sagittarius, so for your energy in the month of June, we actually have the Two of Swords in reverse. And so what this tells me is that many of you are facing a decision in love. I feel that a lot of you are considering two options or are being torn between two options. So this could be two people, this could be two relationships, you could be dating and you're considering two different situations. Or it could also be just you're single and you're torn between getting back out there or dating. So it's really about this month for you making a painful and difficult decision. Because it's a sword and it's in reverse, I do feel that it is a challenge. This isn't an easy decision for you. And some of you are either avoiding it because the blindfold is on, or some of you are being forced to see the truth. It's kind of like it's happening now, whether you like it or not, where in regards to your relationship with someone or a potential, you're seeing the truth, that the truth and reality is being exposed, or there's a refusal to want to look at the truth or look at a relationship for what it really is. As far as fears go, I feel that some of you are afraid to actually make a decision. I feel that some of you, because of your loyalty, whether it's a friendship loyalty or it's in regards to other people, that, you know, there's a fear here. There's kind of like, I'm so overwhelmed by the emotions that I'm feeling, the emotional intensity, that I'm just gonna block off and not do anything, because she's in reverse and she's not moving, and the swords are covering her heart. And so this also tells me that if some of you are in a relationship, I feel that some of you are feeling distant and blocked off, that you're either maybe there have been arguments or you're just not really open. This could just be that you're wanting to be more independent this month and do your own thing, because she's covering her heart. And so I just don't feel like for this month there's a huge desire, and this is obviously some, not all Sagittarius, for love to come in. Maybe this month you're working more with family or your career or your friends, or if there is a relationship, you know that a decision has to be made and there's a hesitancy to actually make the decision, because this does involve your intellect and your emotions. And I feel that your emotions are running very deep around this romantic situation or person, and that it's complicated, that it's not particularly clear or black and white, that in some ways you might be at a stalemate regarding this decision, that there's two sides that are equally as powerful or as convincing. So it's not just a clear winner or a clear black and white winner. And so some of you are feeling really overwhelmed by this, and because of that, you're just not doing anything. But for some of you this month, the truth is going to be revealed in regards to this person or this relationship that you're curious about. I do have to say, because you have lots of swords in your reading, I feel that many of you might be dealing with another air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, that you might be struggling with. Or it could just be someone that actually has that energy. So this is about a decision in love this month for Sagittarius, And I feel like your hopes, as far as your hopes, I feel that some of you are holding on to past hurts and pains, past relationships. And that's another reason why there's this blockage, is because there's a fear of, if I open my heart to this person, am I going to be wounded again? This is related with the moon, and with the heart being covered, it is related to the past. And past love or past hurt or past fear of a situation could be affecting the ability to let love in or to make a decision regarding this relationship. So fears are being faced, or there's a refusal to face fears as far as love goes for Sagittarius this month. Okay, so the obstacle we have, or the challenge, is actually temperance in reverse. So what this tells me, Sagittarius, is I feel like because whatever has been going on in your relationships has been a challenge. Maybe this has been a person, maybe this has been a past relationship, maybe this is just how you feel about relationships in general. And because of that, because of kind of the intense mental and emotional anguish that you've experienced, the challenge is going to be balance this month. So when temperance is reversed, it talks about being out of balance, basically. This could even allude to the health being out of balance, like the chakras, like your energy systems could be out of whack. And because love is such a powerful emotion, or, you know, love not working out, or just having stress. And because of that, some of you may be struggling with excess in any type of thing: food, drinking, sex, gambling, any type of addiction. When temperance is in reverse, it could just be, you know, indulgence, but almost taking it too far. And this could be a cover up, or to kind of mask, you know, this difficult decision, or having to face reality or face the truth that it's almost too painful to do that. Because when you have temperance reverse, it can talk about reckless behavior, or just acting in the moment, not really thinking about tomorrow, but just living for today, so to speak. That, you know, like, we might be dead tomorrow, so we might as well live it up today. It's more just instant gratification and, you know, feeding yourself pleasure in the moment. I feel that if this is the temptation, it's probably because the stress of the relationship or this difficult choice. Or it could be even news that if you learn about someone or the truth is revealed, like I said, you know, sometimes to kind of mask our emotions, if we're feeling a lot of hurt or pain, you know, we'll go to excess. And then this could also be, the challenge could be just reckless behavior. So acting without thinking. So if you're in a relationship, it would just be, you know, maybe there's been a lot of arguments, because the Two of Swords in reverse can talk about arguments as well. So if there's kind of like an ego or a pride battle, this card, the temptation is going to be to just remain calm if you're in a heated situation with someone else, and not to let, you know, anger or pride or frustration kind of get the best of you. Because I feel, honestly, Sagittarius, that some of you are really going to be tested this month as far as your emotions are concerned and your mental thought processes. And because some of you are facing stress, this card also talks about the challenge this month is not learning from mistakes, not learning from things that are trying to teach you a lesson, kind of repeating the same situation over and over and over again, and not learning, basically, not getting the message or the lesson. And some of you might be avoiding that, but some of you might just have that truth revealed to you, and the challenge is going to be to implement that change, to implement whatever lessons you've learned, and not just to go back to the old patterns or the old ways. So with this card, I feel for you this month, you know, maybe going to a healer, maybe doing some outdoor activity, you know, really balancing your chakras, your heart, your throat chakra, just kind of regaining the moderate nature and, you know, temperance, just calming yourself so that you can see more rationally and clearly in love, especially if you have a difficult decision that you have to make in regards to a relationship. So as far as the outcome, we actually have the Three of Swords, or the realization. So what this tells me is that eventually, Sagittarius, what's going to happen is that indecision or not making a decision is only going to last so long, that maybe this, in the beginning of the month, this is kind of your approach, and maybe after, you know, experiencing some extremes or just feeling out of balance, eventually things are going to come to a head in regards to the situation. And the Three of Swords generally talks about heartbreak, conflict, separation. It could be divorce. It could also be a love triangle. It could involve three parties, but it's sadness. It's you know, being hurt. And maybe this is what you've been avoiding. You haven't wanted to do it. Maybe this is not you, Sagittarius. Maybe this is by you letting go of a partner. You know that this is what's going to result. And maybe that's what you know, even though you know that that was the best situation, you have not wanted to hurt someone else. Or this could be you. And as painful as this situation is, you're going to learn. You're going to grow from this situation because it's coming to a head. It's finally, you know, it can't be ignored or refused any longer. I feel that for some of you, the Three of Swords is going to be, it could be an argument, it could be a conversation. This card, I think that whatever's been building up for you, and this could also be a past relationship. This could even be, if you're single, it could be that you haven't, you know, put yourself out there because something in the past, a hurt or, you know, a despair, pain from a past relationship has kept you from not being open to love. You're going to get to the point where you're going to start talking about it, because this card talks about communication. It is communication. And even though it is a painful communication, it's like things have to be said. And the truth has to come out, even if it's painful, because at the end of the day, and you know, if the truth isn't spoken, you can only live in denial and excess, you know, to cover up the denial for so long. So I feel that for many of you, the truth, even though the truth hurts, it also has the potential to set you free. And like I said, this could involve another person. It could be two relationships. It could be you're learning about someone's true intentions. It could be that you're revealing your own true heart of the matter and it's hurting someone else. So I feel that this month, Sagittarius, there's going to be some lessons in love that are going to be learned, or that the universe is trying to show you in regards to love. And that if things have been avoided or pushed down or ignored, that issues are going to be arising to the surface. And at first it might cause angry words or sharp words or things that hurt. But at the end of the day, I feel that you're seeking balance. You're seeking to free yourself from whatever this stress or this trauma is. So whether this was from the past or this is your current relationship, many of you, Sagittarius, are going to start dealing with this issue this month and speaking your truth and revealing your truth or hearing the truth in regards to the relationship. So I think that it will be very powerful for you. I think that it will be very insightful and show you a lot. There obviously is going to be some pain involved, but otherwise it's just stuffed down, and that doesn't help anyone, you know, because with this card, even though it causes, you know, pain, you see with all the water, that's going to, by talking about it, by opening up, by expressing your truth, the water is going to wash that pain away and you're going to be able to move on or be free, or that other person. So communication here as calmly as possible, speaking your truth, and, you know, to prevent misunderstandings is going to be huge. And even if it's a messy situation like a divorce or a separation, communication is key here. So looks like an intense month for you, Sagittarius, in regards to love for some of you. I do hope this has helped you. If it has, I would so appreciate if you would like, subscribe to this channel to ensure that you get all the messages, tips, and tools on how to manifest and be your highest and best self. So thank you, Sagittarius, so much for watching. Have a beautiful rest of your day.